Long ago, when the line between good and evil was clearly drawn, twin brothers faced each other in battle. Good was triumphant, and the knight buried his brother. Now, 1,000 years later, the struggle continues.
Searching for a life that should have been double peace in the misty wilds of dreams. Fighting for those rights, the right of love. A wanderer alone.
Where did you get that sword? It's very old. It could inflict a lot of damage.
It could. I got it from a very old friend.
What now, I wonder? Sorry I asked. So you're not going to leave me alone then? I'm supposed to... Where to?
Good question.
Better make it all the way.
That's the lot, then.
Not a lot for a lifetime, is it?
It was enough once.
No, and the place was worth living in. They'll keep at you until you do leave.
To go where? You're going to your daughter. Where would I go?
Anywhere. Anywhere but here.
You'd better go then. It's a long drive.
I knew you'd come up with something flowery and sentimental. You keep your head down. They try anything, you call the police. I'll write.
That'll be something new. Since when did you write? Anna, maybe it's almost time to be together again.
Time, lad, to become what you've always been.
I'll just have to keep moving. Alone, maybe I can fight back.
I had a dream. What have you done to my garden?
I'm afraid that Herr Director is not available. He's traveling. Yes, extensively. No, I can't put you in touch with him. His instructions were quite explicit. I have his authority. Now, while you think on it, if you will excuse me, I've got people waiting. Thank you.
I'm sorry, sir, but there's a problem with the elevator.
I wish you wouldn't do that in there, Gottbold.
Can't seem to do it anywhere. I've lost it. It's gone.
Inconvenient for you, but it gives us back our elevator.
I'm gonna go wrestling. There's nothing like a good bout of competitive wrestling to really clear out the meditative tubes. I need a workout.
This is not something I could authorize expense-wise.
Oh, don't start getting a financial coronary. I'm talking about professional wrestling. I get paid, cash.
What if Herr Director should be in trouble?
He's always going to be in trouble. It's his lifestyle now.
It's no way to run a business.
Don't worry, I'll always be there when he needs me. I have ways of keeping in touch.
Your psychic range at the moment is not all that impressive.
And what happened when you left the convent?
I got a job at this modeling agency.
And then the pictures?
Not at first. I did a spell with welfare services.
Cares of office weighing heavily again?
Don't mind her, she has moods.
Has he started yet on his nobody understands what a burden of responsibility he carries?
It's the plain truth.
Well, when he does, dear, bring sandwiches because it's going to be a long night.
And all this, mark you, because she's putting on weight around the hips.
Liar.
Oh? Well...
The hermit is planning to wrestle.
Do we know where?
Yes, we know where.
And what are his chances, do you think?
pretty fatal.
I'm coming, Anna. I hope you're waiting for me.
Have you seen the state of that water? You don't want to be in there.
Leave me alone.
Carrying some weight here.
Leave me alone.
I don't think alone's a good idea right now.
Who asked you to poke your nose in? Look at my coat.
Has to be admitted, there is a hole in your coat.
What kind of twit goes around putting holes in people's coats?
You're a fiery old bat. You deserve more than a lungful of dirty water.
That's for me to decide.
Come on, let's get you home, Oscar.
You know my name? How come you know my name?
I don't know.
What the hell are you doing with the sword?
I don't know that either.
You don't know much, do you?
Hey, don't push your luck. I can always toss you back in.
You ought to try it. Go ahead. Try it.
I wouldn't dare.
Why?
Somebody who needs a bed for the night.
You don't look like anyone who needs a bed.
Never can tell. I'm a wanderer, Oscar. No place to lay my head.
You're not invited anyway. Leave me alone.
Now, what sort of person would leave a guy with a hole in his coat?
You're walking into trouble. I'm warning you. Okay. You'll see. Anna, I'm so sorry. You sure you want to stay? Why do they do it?
How long have you been living with this?
More than a year. We told the landlord, we told the police. Nothing changes. All the old people started leaving. Then there was just me and Pauli. Now Pauli's gone.
Have you no one you can go to?
I'm on my own these days. I'm glad she missed all this.
Keep an eye on the wanderer, Lord, till he grows in confidence of doing thy work. I understand that the way ahead for both of us requires me to keep in shape. But, oh, Lord, deprive not thy servant of the comforts of a bread pudding. I could murder one, Lord. Sometimes thy ways are peculiarly narrow in terms of calories.
Is he any good as a wrestler?
He used to be. That was 1,000 years ago.
God bless you, my son.
I can do for you, gentlemen?
Yeah, you can.
No obscenities, please. Not in front of the children.
You're with the old guy?
Well, I wouldn't say with. Passing stranger.
You should take him away before he gets hurt. I'll bite his ear off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll bite your ear off! He does too. He's got a collection. And that's only the ones I haven't eaten, my friend.
They're the ones.
Not now, Oscar. Well, must be off. Can't stand here chatting all day. Good time, Oscar.
Don't help me. I'll do it myself. I'll get one of them anyway.
Pay no attention to him. He's just a little excited.
I knew when it came to it. I'd get no help.
I'll just get him home. Temporarily, of course, to pack. Nothing elaborate, just a small suitcase.
That's a good idea.
You should have left me at the canal. I would have been at peace by now.
How do you know? Being dead might be very noisy.
That'll do for me.
Just the one night?
Yeah, that's right.
You here for the fights?
Does it show?
I like wrestlers. I don't know why it is, but I always liked wrestlers.
I could really do without any complications.
They come anyway, don't you find?
Yeah.
You ready?
To run?
They're waiting to see us leave, Oscar.
You've been a great help.
I'm new at this. Very quiet out there.
Door was open, so we came in. Going to throw us out?
There's something about you I don't like. Getting very crowded in here. Tell you what I think we might do. I think we might leave right now. Come on, Oscar. Excuse me.
You picked yourself a mean one there, old man.
If I was young, I'd sort this mob out.
Is this what you brought him for? Teach us a lesson.
They're laughing at you.
Looks that way, yeah.
Don't you care?
It's not over yet.
How do we get through?
We'll be right.
I just figured out what's in his case. It's his party dress.
I need to practice my wrestling.
What now?
The fight's tonight.
It's going to be very inconvenient on a full stomach.
Oh, I didn't eat much.
I did. Don't look now. But I think we're about to be mugged.
How interesting.
Sometimes I can't help but think that somebody up there is really looking out for us. Gentlemen, this just isn't your lucky night.
wanted to keep mine longer, but his silly neck snapped.
It's a diet. They just don't get the calcium. Bye-bye.
Are you sure you've got the right place?
I'm sure. Tell your wife everything will be okay.
You know Elsa?
I know she'll get better.
What are we doing here?
What did you have in mind, a park bench?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. I'd like one of your best sweets, thank you.
I'm sorry, but we've no sweets available.
I think we'd better go.
Walter, it's Adam. I'm with one of your hotel management people. Can you have a word with him?
The key. This way, sir. If there's anything at all you require, please, do not hesitate to pick up the phone. It will get my personal immediate attention.
Well, a nice pair of pajamas and a dressing gown for this gentleman, if you could send those up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, have you had a good look round? Have you found anything to be grumpy about? I'm sure you will find something to be grumpy about, won't you, Oscar?
Who are you?
I'm someone who used to live like this.
Come on.
Who will the monk be wrestling?
The Prussian bear.
Can you do him?
I can do any of them.
He's very large.
I can do him.
Good luck.
I pulled out all the stops, Mr. Gottbold. A meal fit for a king.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's, it's just, oh, it's beautiful.
Would you say grace?
Oh, Lord.
Why are you doing this to me? Make us truly thankful for what we are about to receive.
You drink that and get some sleep.
So, tonight I sleep. What about tomorrow night?
Who knows what tomorrow brings?
Great. Just what I need. A philosopher.
You really want to go back to that place?
That place is my home, my garden. When she was alive, it was like, well, it was home.
That was then, Oscar. Look at the place now.
It's my home.
Right, I guess that's the bottom line. So let's see what I'm made of, eh?
Alcohol!
When they asked you what you wanted to be when you grew up, was it that? Then you won't need this. You love this girl? And you're supposed to take care of her. Go home.
Get out of here before you get hurt.
You're poisoning children. Don't do it anymore.
I'm warning you.
That's not nice. I'll be in Oscar's house if they're looking for me.
O Lord, preserve thy servant from the temptations of the flesh. For as you well know, it got me into more than enough trouble when I was plumbing.
I brought you a nice cup of coffee, Mr. Godbold. I thought you liked something warm.
Take care of your problem? You're done. Good. Any more call to the police and I take my merchandise elsewhere.
They're gone. All gone.
What?
He's back.
Who's back?
The one with the old man.
Can't do anything. Forget him.
Problem?
No, no problem.
Make sure it isn't.
Decker, take these two.
Bring that creep back here. I don't care if he's breathing. Problem solved.
How can people come and watch this stuff when no one gets killed?
Your luck's in. Tonight someone will get killed. That meddling monk.
The Romans did it better.
Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
When Liberty Balance rolled out, women folk would hide, they'd hide. When Liberty Balance rolled to town, women would step aside.
What do you think you're doing?
I've turned you off.
But they love me.
Who? Where?
Showbiz. Such a rich field for being evil in.
Even you might find some pretty heavy competition there.
Speaking of pretty heavy, let's see your party trick for the evening.
Now?
No time like the present.
Beatrice, that is gross. No, not the claw. I may never approach you again.
Hear that, twin? Can you hear that, twin? Your sometimes holy man is about to die. You are going to lose your technical advisor.
Come on, Godbold. You are in danger.
He was just here. Forget it. He's gone.
No!
Some people just don't learn. The way's open for you to leave before you get hurt.
Why are you doing this for an old man that nobody cares about?
Maybe that's why.
They will kill you. They don't care.
You tell them I'm waiting.
It's not me. Thanks.
You got the jump on us, but you got away. Because you shouldn't send a girl to do a man's job. I'll do him. Was pleasure. Come on, guys.
Does your mommy know you're out? You're not that cool. You can't be that cool.
Oh, Lord, look at the size of him. And peanut too hard on thy servant who sometimes breaks training.
I thought I left you tucked up in bed.
I prefer my own bed.
All right, but you must stay inside.
What about you?
Never mind me.
I'm not going to leave you alone.
Listen, I need a favor. Take this number. A man named Godbold will answer. Tell him his life is in danger. Oscar, please, this is important to me. The way to a happier, healthier life is on foot in that direction.
You must want to be dead!
I just want you to be a better neighbor. But it's already too late for that.
Heard from the master recently?
You witch!
How loud can you scream, old man?
You'll never know.
I'm warning you.
Don't mind about me. Kill him.
If he dies, you die. So how do you want it?
I don't want it at all. Or do you want it?
I came to warn you that...
Thanks for the warning.
You were so magnificent, Mr. Gottwald. It was wonderful to watch you.
I know, but maybe you better wait for me outside.
If you insist. What is it?
This is the real Prussian bear.
But I thought, who was that then?
That was an old foe of mine.
Bit off more than we could chew, didn't we?
I had him in the headlock. He used his elbow. Oh, illegally. What kind of monk uses his elbow illegally?
Wish I had my Michael Bolton greatest hits. Oh!
Oh, no, not again.
Alone and afraid, she prayed that he'd return that fateful night. That night, when nothing she said could stop her man from going out to fight. From the moment a girl gets to be full-blown, the very first thing she learns when two men go out to face one another, only one returns. Everybody heard two shots ring out, one made Liberty fall. The man who shot Liberty Valance, he shot a Liberty Valance. He was the greatest of them all.
Wait for me!
You'll be back?
Yeah.
And you? Will you be back?
I have to go.
Why?
Now, don't go stubborn on me, Oscar.
You've got your own problems, haven't you? Maybe I could help.
You don't want me around. I don't even put a hole in your coat. You know, I think your old friends might start coming back here. This could even turn out to be a decent place to live.
You take care of yourself.
Coming from a grumpy old man, that's practically an order. Waiting for me? I guess bridges were meant to be crossed.
With Zachary closing in, Adam is faced with an obsessed con man at the same time next week. Well, next tonight, a daughter for Data, but not by the conventional methods, in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
From the angry world.